Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mouse Diva channel. I have another bookish video for you.
Moving pictures. Hello there, moving pictures.
What's up, Doc?
I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl.
The books I'm going to show today were actually given to me by a coworker, and she doesn't have room for books at home, so after she reads them, she either donates them or finds somebody to give them to, and lately that's been me. So we're going to start off with an ARC that she has, an advanced reader copy. Now this book is already out. This actually came out in October of 2024, but this is actually, like I said, the ARC. A New Lease on Death by Olivia Black. So this is, I needed this. This is kind of a mystery, not quite thriller, ghost story. I've been reading a lot of fantasy, historical fiction lately, and I needed something like this. And I gave this book 4 stars, by the way. The main character, Ruby here, she has moved to Boston because she wanted to get away from her ex. And she basically moved into an apartment where a lady was found dead in the apartment. So this isn't in the best neighborhood. The landlord actually rented this apartment to Ruby, completely furnished, like nothing was touched. The lady that passed, we'll call her Cordy. She had no family that came and claimed anything, so it was just easier for the landlord to rent it out as is. And Ruby, this is something she needed because it was fully furnished. Strange things start to happen in this house, and come to find out, Cordy is still basically there. She is a ghost. But in the meantime, her neighbor was murdered. So Ruby is like, oh my gosh, I've moved into this apartment and this lady was found dead, and then now the guy across the street is murdered. And basically the ghost, Cordy, and Ruby find a way to kind of communicate with each other. And they end up kind of being, let's say, amateur sleuths. So this book takes you through this mystery of who killed the neighbor across the street. And the ending, I'm not going to spoil it, but I will tell you, book 2 is just waiting. Like, this author has left this, you know, we find out what happened, but we also are left with a big question. Something that just like first quarter of the book, I knew that this was probably the case. And at the end, so I'm just waiting. Hopefully there is a second book. This probably, does it even say anything about possibly being a series at some point? I guess not. But I do want to read a little bit about the author here. It says Olivia Black had her first encounter with a ghost when she was only 5 years old. But her first involvement with an active crime scene wasn't until much later, when she accidentally stepped onto a chalk outline on a Manhattan sidewalk. Like, really? Is that true? Like, did that really happen? This author has a criminology and criminal justice degree, and she's finally found a way to channel her love of the supernatural and the passion for writing into a darkly humorous supernatural mystery. And of course, with most mystery books, I get frustrated sometimes because I'm like, oh my God, you idiot. And it's like you just want to just yell at the people in the book. And you want to yell at the author, like, come on, did you really make this stupid? I mean, it's not stupid. It's just maybe this tiny little thing that happened. It's like, oh, come on. But anyway, like I said, I gave it a 4. Recommend it. so much that I hope that she is writing a sequel, because I will definitely be buying that. Book number 2 is actually a middle grade book, but my friend says she thoroughly enjoyed it. And not only did my friend enjoy it, but her cat enjoyed it also. Can y'all see that? Her cat kind of chewed on the book a little bit. This is also an advanced reader copy. The book was also published in October of 2024. I have not read this one, but it definitely sounds interesting. And I do like to periodically read middle grade books. One of my favorite middle grade books is actually on Theodore Roosevelt, like his time in the Amazon after being president. That was so good. So anyway, we have 19-year-old Jacob and his 14-year-old sister Lizzie. And they love puzzles and riddles, which always makes for a really good middle grade book. And it's World War II, and Jacob is going to actually help with the code breaking, the top guys, and doing the code breaking basically during the war. And Lizzie is going to investigate their mother's mysterious disappearance. The Battle of Britain rages and Hitler's invasion creeps closer. At the same time, baffling messages and codes arrive on their doorstep while a menacing inspector lurks outside the gates of the mansion. Are the messages truly for them, or are they a trap? Could the riddles of Enigma and their mother's disappearance be somehow connected? Jacob and Lizzie must find a way to work together as they race to decipher clues that unravel a shocking puzzle that presents the ultimate challenge. How long must a secret be kept? Evidently, my friend's cat likes nonfiction also. So Me But Better, The Science and Promise of Personality Change. So my friend found this very, very intriguing, and I said, hey, I love nonfiction. I normally don't read like any type of self-improvement or self-help books just because I just don't have time. But if, you know, she was telling me a couple things as she was reading, oh, I'm at the point that blah, blah, blah. And I thought, sure, put it in the stack and bring it to me. I will give it a try. So basically there are 5 personality traits that, you know, basically determine your personality. And so this journalist from The Atlantic embarks on a year-long experimental personality change challenge. She wants to see if she can change her personality. And that is basically, she's written this all about the experiment in that 1 year of trying to change her personality. I would not let my friend tell me how it wrapped up, how she felt like, did she change parts of her personality or not? Didn't want to know. So not sure when I'll get to this one, but I'll get there. Have you ever seen this picture before? Or know anything about this 1895 train that actually went through the building? Basically, the driver was the engineer, whatever you call them. They're engineers. Basically was going too fast, was trying to make up for lost time. And even though everybody on the train survived, a lady down on the street was killed by some falling masonry. That being said, the Paris Express, another arc, by the way, but the book is out. This is a historical fiction, obviously. 1895 France. People of all classes, rich and poor, coming from Normandy en route to Paris. And one of the rich people says, hey, we need to make an extra stop. My wife's carriage has broke down. We need to make this stop. I guess he ends up winning. They make the stop, and then the engineer is trying to make up for lost time by going a little too fast, and the train wrecks. And this looks like an Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't look inside the book. I got to say, this looks like an easy read. But there's actually a letter here to the reader. Stay through the outro music and I will do slow footage and you can read the letter if you'd like. Cool. Okay. I love how the contents are actually listed in a time frame. And basically this book is a thrilling ride and literary masterpiece about the political chaos at the end of the 19th century. Quoting that from the back of the book. So, you know I am all about historical fiction. I'm gonna gobble this one up, I'm sure. I have one more book. This book I actually bought myself. So, you guys know that I love anything to do with the Biltmore or the Vanderbilts. And if you watch my family channel, Life's a Whirlwind, you definitely know that because of the videos that are up on there. But right now, they actually have a King Tut exhibit over on the Biltmore estate. And I went and saw that, really enjoyed it. The 8-minute movie was really, really good. The replicas that are in there are just breathtaking and just, I was just in awe. Totally worth the $35 to get in, by the way. And then children 10 to 16 or 10 to 15 is $10, and then children under 10 is free. It's a great place to take like if you're homeschooling. But anyway, so this book looks so totally interesting of our infatuation with pharaohs, mummies, and pyramids with the Egyptologist known as Mr. Mummy. Not sure if he's actually known as Mr. Mummy, but maybe. He's written for the Smithsonian Archaeology magazine, and the pictures inside, oh my gosh, so many good things inside this book. So anyway, because of that, I'm going through like this kind of Egypt phase and some of the nonfiction that I am reading. So this will be the next nonfiction book I read. So do any of these books seem interesting to you? If so, which one? Comment below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you know the next time I upload a bookish video, because I also upload Disney content. And until the next page. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
I've been all around the world, every city, every place. Always been a restless girl, but now there's a window change.